Good morning, KIPP Sunnyside High School. It is Monday, May 4th, 2020, and these are your morning and Monday announcements. Here's a little Motivation Monday for you. Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is key to unlocking potential. In this time, it's important for you to keep taking one step forward. I've gotten some emails and phone calls from students who are like, yeah, I know I took a break from online learning and now I'm ready to engage, but there are so many missing assignments. And my advice to you is to start with what is due this week, and then we can figure out a plan for what's next. So you have to give continuous effort, though, and that's just putting one foot in front of the other. There's no magic to success. It is continuous effort. Here's our agenda for today. We're going to go over some celebrations. I want to share with you that it is Teacher Appreciation Week. I'm going to give you some AP exam information. We're going to talk about attendance, parent meetings, and lockers, which I know is important to you all. So here are the students of the week. It is always so exciting for me to see your names. I don't get to see them before you do. So it's exciting when I get to see your names posted on Instagram. And so shout out to the following students. Special shout out to Carlos Mendoza, class of 2023. He was named Student of the Week in 2 teachers' classes. I'm excited to see some new names this week. Let's keep up the good work. Many of you were nominated this week for helping teammates, which is our value of community. Many of you were nominated this week for your bar of excellence that you set in doing your work. That is definitely aligned to our value of scholarship. And some of you were nominated because although you had a rough start, you are now engaged and literally taking it one day at a time. And that is our value of courage. So shout out to you all for being Students of the Week this week. Here are our Teachers of the Week: Ms. Johnson, Mr. Watson, Mr. Dow, and Ms. Weber. If you have those teachers, please send them a shout out, a note of gratitude today. Yeah, they are your Teachers of the Week. They work really hard to make sure you have what you need. They're working really hard in the background to support other teammates. So please make sure you send them a note of gratitude, as we are forever thankful for the teachers who do the hardest work. And that is like teaching high school. But they do the hard work with love, and so we appreciate them. So these are your Teachers of the Week. It is Teacher Appreciation Week. So this is the week we get to celebrate all teachers. Please send your teachers a note of gratitude this week, a video. You'll be hearing from your APs this week about ways that you could formally be a part of the celebration. But if being a formal part of the celebration is not something that you desire, please take a moment to send a text message, send an email to publicly thank a teacher who has impacted your life, especially a teacher that you currently have. So shout out to our teachers. It is Teacher Appreciation Week this week. Okay, we're going to switch gears and we are going to talk about AP exams. As you know, AP exams are in 2 weeks. They're all online. And so here's the schedule. I want to make sure you have this schedule. I also am going to make sure that your teachers post this schedule for you. The way the schedule reads is it reads the date and it reads the time. And so it's really important that you know the time, because that's when an hour before that time, you'll be sent your exam code to whatever email address you have registered with the College Board. I got a really great question this week via email about is it a requirement to have your KIPP Houston email address be your registered AP exam address? The short answer is no. But if you're using a KIPP Houston Chromebook, it might be easier for you to make sure that you are like writing your FRQ on a Google Drive that is connected to your KIPP Houston account so you can make sure you upload it. I just would strongly recommend it. If you have a system and you want to use the email address you have on file, more than like, please go ahead and do that. But you're strongly encouraged to use your KIPP Houston email address just because of some of the Google challenges that we've seen pop up over the recent weeks. So May 11th at 3 p.m. is AP Government. You should know that at 2 p.m., if you are taking the AP Government exam, you are going to get an invite to join Ms. Richardson to do a quick little pep rally. Make sure you have everything you need. Make sure you know how to use those reference sheets and you're ready to go. So please be on the lookout for Zoom invites at least 1 hour before every AP exam. The example that I just gave was just for AP Government, but we'll do that for every AP exam. Okay. We also gave out AP reference sheets this past weekend. So you got an email from me specifically if you're registered for the exam to pick up AP reference sheets. If you could not make it, it's okay. We are looking at doing a third distribution this week. We also sent them to you electronically and we plan on putting them in the mail. So in an email that you got from me last night or yesterday afternoon, you should have a Google form link where you would go in and put in your address. That your address, your physical address, will make sure that we send you the right reference packet. So please make sure you do that. Please check your email as most of the AP exam updates will be coming to you via email. It's just really important that you stay on top of that. And the email that I'm sending this communication to is the same email that you signed up with the College Board. So if that email is different, let me know, but you should check your inbox if you are testing. You should check your email inbox and you should have received an email from me about AP testing. You also got an email directly from the College Board with an exam checklist, a demo that you can request so you can try to upload. I know your teachers are working on that with you all this week, but you got an email from the College Board with a series of maybe 3 or 4 hyperlinks that has really important information about the AP exam. It's really important that you read that and have that with you. We will be doing as much as we can to make sure you have the information. But in this season, family, it's going to be really important that you read the information that's coming to you as well. Okay, so it looks like this. There's a series of slides to help you navigate the AP exam. Also, KIPP Texas has an AP exam webpage specifically for you to pull down some of the most important information, including one-page documents for each test that tells you about the layout of the test, what FRQ you can expect, what content will be covered. All of this your teacher is already sharing with you, but this is just another resource for you to have. So we have the College Board, who sent you some information in this link, cb.org/AP 2020 is where you can go to learn about the College Board information. And then the advanced placement from KIPP Texas, this website is really about giving you high-level information about the exam and any important information from the College Board. So check both places. We're trying our hardest to make sure you get all of the information that you need, but these are 2 resources for you for AP exams. Now I want to talk about attendance. So just a couple of reminders. Attendance must be taken every day. So you have to click that link every day. Click yes and click enter. It's really important that you do it every day using your KIPP Houston email address. We want you to do it by 1 o'clock because we use that data to know who we need to remind. So it's really important that you do it by 1 o'clock. We'll be sending reminders this week. Our goal is 95% attendance every day. And we haven't gotten there yet. So we're determined to get there this week. 9th grade is the closest at 92%. So let's keep making sure we're posting our attendance. I'll talk about the difference between attendance and assignments in a minute, but attendance is about making sure that you earn credit. So the state of Texas has not waived the 90% requirement to earn credit. That hasn't been waived. They've given us an opportunity to have like an attendance committee, but it's really important that you continue to check in for your attendance. That is not going away. So the state of Texas has not waived that requirement to earn credit specifically for high school. That's important. I know if you have elementary and middle school siblings and they go to KIP, they're also being asked to do this. But for high school, it's really important that you do it for each day. You don't have to do it for each period. That's the difference. You have to do it for each day. And we ask that you do it by 1 o'clock using your KIP Houston email address. A quick shout out. KIP Sunnyside High School overall last week was the second out of 5 high schools in participation and engagement. I know that we could be number one. That's in our DNA. And so my expectation this week is that we definitely cross the 90% threshold across all grade levels and be the first in the region, be the first out of 28 schools in the number of students we have doing attendance every day. I know that we can do that. That's an easy win for us. And so just be on the lookout for the reminders. I hope you accept the challenge because I don't like to lose. I don't like to be second. And so the DNA of our school is that we win. So let's go to work. Our ninth graders have the highest attendance at 92% or 93%. So shout out to the class of 2023. I know that 9th, 11th, and 12th grade don't like to be, I'm sorry, that 10th, 11th, and 12th grade don't like to be outdone, but the ninth graders are whooping your behinds this week. So it's time for y'all to step up. We also saw 9th, 11th, and 12th grade, there were double-digit gains in attendance. In week 1, that's from the first day we started to the last day. So Monday to Friday, let's see that happen again this week. Remind your friends. You can log on that link. We send it in your email. We send it in the whole school Google Classroom. So it is available to you in so many places. So please make sure you do your attendance. Uh-oh. Let me go back. So one of the things I heard from you all this week, like through text messages or emails, that your Chromebook is not signed into your KIP Houston email address. So your Chromebook itself is signed into a personal Gmail account. So then when you try to go click on that link, even in Google Classroom, you're unable to access the link because it requires your KIP Houston email address. So for adults, it's our KIP Texas email address. For you, it's your KIP Houston. So if you are not logged in, if your Google account is not logged into your KIP Houston Google account, when you click on this link, it's not going to allow you to access. So you need to make sure by default, your Chrome, if you're using the Chrome browser, that your browser is logged into your KIP Houston email, not your personal email. If you're having trouble doing that, there's a second way that you might want to troubleshoot, and that video will be available to you here.
Good afternoon, KIP Sunnyside High
Oh,
School.
it's
I wanted to
talking.
show you, record this quick video for you as it relates to attendance. I know some folks have been struggling with posting attendance because somehow yesterday,
Well, that's available for you to read. I'm not going to give you 3 more minutes of having to watch me talk to you. But if you need support in being able to toggle to make sure your KIP Houston email account is actually like connected to your browser, this is a video for you. If you've got it, you've got it. A third thing that you might be able to do is download Google Classroom to your phone. So when you download Google Classroom, not Google Drive, not Google Mail, when you download Google Classroom to your phone and log into Google Classroom using your KIP Houston email address and your password, when you use those credentials to log in, excuse me, to the Google Classroom application on your phone, you're able to go to the whole school classroom and post attendance that way as well. So attendance is one thing, assignment completion is another thing. So let me go back. Giving away all the important information. So attendance is one thing, assignment completion is another. You all know what that means. That means if you come to school every day and you don't do any work, you're earning zeros, right? Also, the difference is if you don't come to school and then you just do your assignments, when you do come to school, you might earn the numeric grade, but you didn't meet the 90% attendance. So you actually can't earn the actual credit for the class. So you have to come to school and you have to do the work, y'all. It's really important that I stress this. I emphasize, like, yes, we need you to do attendance and we need you to do the assignments. So that's really important. So just because you take attendance doesn't mean that you're like off the hook from doing the assignment. Um, Many of you know that, but I just wanted to stamp that because I don't want there to be any sort of like rumors out there that all you need to do is sign in. Okay. So sign in and do the work. Now, the due date for the work still hasn't changed, right? The due date is still 11:59. And we ask you to sign in by 1 o'clock, though. So if you do your attendance by 1 o'clock and say, oh, I'm going to start my work at 3, that's fine. We just really need you to sign in by 1, and we need you to complete your assignments by 11:59, the day that it is assigned. So if you have any questions about that, please reach out to your grade level AP or to your teacher. So we're going to have some upcoming parent meetings this week for you all, depending on your situation. You should attend. So we're going to have an AP parent meeting and information session on May 7th. That's Thursday. We will send a Zoom link. That's a webinar for families to attend. We're going to have a KIPP Sunnyside High School town hall meeting, which is a whole school parent meeting on May 14th. We're going to talk a little bit about, hopefully by that time I have locker information. Hopefully by that time I have end of the year information, credit information, report cards. And so we want to make sure we give that to our families, and we want to give that to you. And I'm really stressing like you being present too as a student, because right now we're communicating to you and to your parents. And as we move into the distance learning world, it's going to really be important that you're the owner of your information. So we are definitely looping your parents in because they are a very important stakeholder to your success. But the common denominator to your success, whether it be between you and your teacher, you and your parent, or you and your friends, is you. So we're at the point now that the world is requiring that we communicate a lot of information to you. And so I know that you are the responsible. I know that you want to own your outcomes. And so you having this information is really important. So attending these meetings is really important for you as well. So May 7th is for AP. May 14th is for logistics in terms of like how we're ending this year, how you might get your schedule, what the summer might look like. I hope to have that information by May 14th. And the last is you're going to have some grade level parent meetings, grade level town halls, more to come on that. I'm working with APs this week to solidify the dates. But please be on the lookout for that. Okay. And so it is our heart and our goal that we're able to give you specific information that's important to the current context while also giving you information about next year so you know what to look forward to. Okay, lockers. I've gotten so many texts and so many questions. And guys, please continue to text me if you have questions. Please continue to reach out to me if you have concerns because we really want to help you. It may take me some time to get back to you just because I get a lot of texts and a lot of emails, but I'm committed to helping you. So please reach out. Please reach out to me and ask these really great questions that you're asking because that only helps us get better when you ask questions. So one of the big questions I've been getting is about lockers. Dr. Wright, I left stuff at the school. I forgot I even left it. Oh, I was looking for this sweatshirt. I couldn't find it. And then I remembered it was in my locker, right? Like all these things are coming up and you're realizing that there are things in your lockers. So the short answer is that I cannot allow you in the school right now. I cannot allow you to come into the school to get things from your lockers. I can't even allow your parents to come into the school to get things from your lockers. We're working on in the next week, hopefully, we'll have a policy around how you might be able to come pick up your items. Okay. But right now, the short answer is I cannot let you in the school. If you have an emergency, if there is some medicine you left in your locker, which I mean, we can talk about that later, but you shouldn't have had medicine at the school. But if there's an emergency where you have something that is like required for you to live or required for your safety in your locker, please reach out to us ASAP and we can work out a plan, which might involve faculty or staff going to get that item for you. Okay. So as of right now, family, you cannot access your lockers. I know that's disappointing news to hear, but I want you to know I'm committed to letting you know that we are definitely working on a plan. And as soon as I get that information, even if it's before Monday, before the next announcements. Even if I get that information, I'll make sure either student leadership team gets it and they can put it in their announcements, or you'll get an email from me. Okay. So I just wanted to give you that update on Locker. So thank you for reaching out. Oh, I put some bullet points there for what I already told you. That concludes our announcements today. Family, I miss you. I am rooting for you. I'm cheering for you every day. We are working in the background to know, to make sure you know that you are supported, you are loved. Um, we are working every day to make sure you understand that even though this world around us, things are weird, like the government is opening up or it's not, um, people are still getting diagnosed, but we have enough tests or we don't have enough tests. Like, I know there's a lot of conflicting information around you, and our job has always been, whether it was on 11,000 Scott Street or whether it's behind these computers, to always be the constant in a world full of variables. And I hope that you feel that. I hope that you feel our consistent love for you. I hope you feel our expectations for your excellence, because the world around us is sending messages um, that we should just like log off and like not worry about school. And like, here's the thing, guys. I said this before, and I'll say it to you again. Um, the idea, the people who are telling us not to worry about school are the people with degrees and are the people with kids who they pay for the private tutors to do the private lessons so they can go where they want to go. And that's not many of our current reality. I'm not saying we shouldn't take care of ourselves. I'm not saying that your mental, social, and emotional health are not paramount, because if you can't take care of those things, then you actually can't do work. But we want to be here to support you in that so you actually can execute on work when you can. But like, the bottom line is like, be careful of who you're listening to. Be careful of who's sending the message that you actually shouldn't engage in learning, because those typically are the people who have the resources and the capital, and the social networks to not engage in learning and still be millionaires. And that's not our story. That is not our story. So I want you to know that in a world full of variables, we're here to be the constant. And you might not like what we say. You might not like the constant messages that we're bringing, but nonetheless, we're doing it in your best interest. Oftentimes, the people who are telling you what you don't want to hear are the people who are telling you the truth. So remember that. We are here to tell you the truth. We are here to love you, beyond measure, and we're here to show you grace, a grace that was extended to us and a grace that continues to be extended to us. So we love you. We're rooting for you, and I can't wait to see, um, you all soon. Have a great day. Bye.